Whew, this is it. This is the big one. It's so big, I had to represent my own merch. I have a merch store. Check it out and get some Tsunami Studios content. Sorry, I just had to throw it in there because I was wearing the shirt anyways. So the big one, we're doing the Batmaning of one of the most important, okay, not even one of the most important character we could do a video on. We're talking Superman. Oh, this is the one I knew since day one of deciding I'm doing these videos I had to talk about. I just knew this was going to be the most intense thing I could think of. It was going to be the hardest video to really comprehend. How do you go about making a Superman film? Because everybody, from your mother to your goldfish, has their own interpretation of this character. Everyone sees him differently. Everybody thinks they know the right way to view it. Everybody thinks they know how to make this character work. And honestly, who am I to say that I do? I don't know. I'm not the genius filmmaker that some of these people are that made these films. I'm just a guy that likes this character a lot. So I think, maybe better than some people, I could find the right way to make a Superman film. That being said, it's hard to do. Clearly, it's hard to do. And I know that's weird to say, but I feel like the recent, talkings about from Discovery and Warner Brothers have really said, we don't know what we're doing with this character. And that's the problem, isn't it? That is the worst part about all of this, that nobody really knows what they're doing. There is something to be done here, because this is Superman. This is Superman. If you don't know what you're doing, you're ruining your whole line of films, because this is the one you have to get right. Superman is the most important fictional character ever created. I will stand by this. What this character represents matters more than any other fictional character, not even in comic books. What Superman means is everything humanity should strive for. And this is the thing that some people can't comprehend, and I don't understand it. Plebs, or people who don't understand this character at all, will be like, he's overpowered, there's no story there. That's not the point. Is he one of the most powerful beings in existence? Yes. But it's not about the power, it's about the man possessing the power. Okay? It's why you see all these alternate dark universal takes on Superman, because the people writing it can comprehend that more than a good, nice, honest version of this character. It's easier to make an Omni-Man or a Homelander than it is to make a nice version of Superman for a general audience, because we're bad people. And that's the important thing about Superman. He is the best of us. He is looking at us like, these people can be better. They should strive to be more. I'm going to help them see the version of themselves they should be. He's a character who doesn't judge, who doesn't discriminate. He looks at every single person on Earth and says, I want to help you be better. I'm going to do what I can for the individual to make you better. That is a very important thing. And in today's climate especially, it's a story that needs to be told. This character is the universal hero. You look at him, you feel better. When you see Superman, in world or out world, when you know Superman is here, you feel a little bit safer, you feel a bit more secure. He is going to do right by you, right by himself, and right by the world. And that is the most important thing that people sometimes miss about this character. He is important. He symbolizes the best of us. He isn't a version of us that could break. Superman doesn't break. You look at him and you're like, okay, now I know I can do this. I could achieve to do this. Seeing Superman is your version of reaching your dreams, achieving your goals, being the best version of yourself. And that is why he is so important, because he is our hope. He is our personification of what humanity could be if we strived to reach there, if we could reach there, but we never can. But he is not going to let us quit. He is going to try to push us there every step of the way. And that is such a great story to see. And that's one of the reasons I love it. I love that a character so popular can represent something so positive, because so often it's not the case. It's this dark story. And I know people can make comparisons like he's like Captain America or Spider-Man. Spider-Man's story is the singular man who can't catch the break, who's always struggling to do the right thing and never ends up doing it. Captain America is a guy who goes against authority. Even if it's the wrong thing to do, he's always going to do what he thinks is right. But Superman is this guy who's like, no matter the choice he makes, that is the one that should be right. You are going to follow him. And even if you don't agree with his choices, he's not going to tell you otherwise. But he's going to say, I'm going to show you why maybe your way isn't what it should be, as opposed to just being like, well, I'm going to kill you now. Superman doesn't kill. That is one of the most important things about him. He's also not a fighter. Superman is the definition of I'm a lover, not a fighter. He's not going to use his powers unless necessary. That is one of the key things about a Superman story. He is not a guy who's just going to punch his problems away. He wants to make every person, everyone, from the worst of the worst to the best of the best, the most ideal version of themselves to help humanity forward. He's fighting for truth, justice, and a better tomorrow, and that starts with the individual and him helping them get to the best version of themselves. I could literally ramble about this character all day. I could. I love Superman that much. I think he's one of the most important fictional characters. Everything he does and everything he's about matters. And I'm just astonished. I am astonished we haven't been able to make this work sometimes, because it's right there for you. Just this idea of the man who is going to help the old lady cross the street. The idea of this man who's going to get your cat out of a tree. Superman represents the golden age, the silver age, every single age of humanity's best version of themselves. If you are from the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, whatever, there's a Superman for you. Superman is for you. He's always going to do right, but he is silly and goofy. And that's one of the things I like about him too. The guy is just a big goofball, you know? He's not a Boy Scout. He's not a Boy Scout. He is just a nervous guy. He's just kind of silly, stumbling over his words sometimes. Is it a persona? Sure, but sometimes the most powerful man in the world is still human. And that's the other important thing people overlook. Superman is human. He is the immigrant story, a man from another world who comes to ours, sees our values in our life, and says, I want to be a part of this. I want to celebrate this. Though he is Kryptonian, Superman is more human than he is alien, and he wants to protect human values and human rights as well as alien. He is a Superman of all worlds. He is the best version of everybody. Everyone should look at this person and strive to be like him. And I think that is something that gets overlooked in modern stories in film, where it's like, no, he's God. He's not God. You don't worship Superman. You look to him and you feel safe. You don't look to God unless you are in a state where you need to. Superman is going to protect you in a way that a God can't. He is going to save your life, essentially save your life if that's what the moment calls for, but he's also going to hold your hand, walk you through whatever you're feeling, and tell you it's going to be better. And I think that's such a personal thing that we need to see. He's for everyone. Superman is universal, and that is really cool. That's really important. That is so, so great. Again, we're already going so long in this video, and that's fine. I could probably sit here and ramble about him all day. I know I just said that, but it's true. So, talking about my personal experience of Superman a little bit, it took me a minute to get into this character. Because I was the cynical boy. I liked certain versions of superheroes, and I said, you know what? Maybe this isn't good. Then I read Kingdom Come, and I started to understand. Kingdom Come made me understand, no, this isn't how things should be. They really shouldn't be this. They should value these things and cherish this golden age of storytelling and show these characters in a positive light. And that's when I really started to see Superman in a different light. When I learned that this character is everything we should strive to be like. That is when it started to click with me. That is when I started to understand him. And since then, I have been the biggest champion of this character. I could talk about Superman all day, every day. He matters so much to me, and I love every interpretation of him in comic books, even the ones that aren't great. Just seeing the world, understanding this character makes me happy. Even if it's not the right interpretation, I get that. But the fact that it's out there and you could see that S and you could be like, that means hope. That means I'm going to be okay, that things are going to be okay. I think that's what matters the most. So, like with every video, I do want to talk about the previous live action installments of this character. There's a lot of them, so we're not going to talk about them in great detail. There's the ones from the serials, including George Reeves. Good, very fun. Christopher Reeve, freaking amazing. The best Superman out there. The gold standard for Superman, in my opinion. His physicality was there. His understanding of the source material was there. He was Superman on and off screen. A legend. A beautiful man from great movies. And that is what I want to strive for. I always talk about like the tone. The Batman was like Chinatown. I want these new movies to feel a lot like these Christopher Reeve ones. Because they're great. And then we get Dean Cain. Not a great guy off screen. Who the hell cares what he was like on screen? There you go. Tom Welling played him on Smallville for a bit. And it was just like the CW. But like before the CW became the CW. So, it's okay. It was just okay. Brandon Routh got the shot to play him in Superman Returns. Close, but not quite there. It feels like we're building up to what we're going to see this character become. And I think that's awesome. And then we get Henry Cavill, who in my opinion, I mean this literally, in my opinion, is the worst person to play Superman, because every chance he is given to do the thing that Superman should, he doesn't. He doesn't have the right tone. He doesn't have the right physicality to me. And I know this is weird to say. He's too pretty to play Superman. Superman should just be like a brick. You know, just like a really handsome, like schlubby brick. You just like, this guy's handsome, but he's like too perfect. He's too chiseled and nice. Superman should just be like, you know, big and attractive. You know, like a teddy bear. Not like, you know, James Bond. So I don't really like Henry Cavill Superman at all. And he is a bad interpretation of the character that people think matters. Every scene of him is bad. I'm sorry, it just is. He's in bad movies. He's bad at it. And then we come to the best modern interpretation on live action, which is Tyler Hoechlin in Superman and Lois. I do weekly reviews of every episode of Superman and Lois, so if you want to check those out, you can. I will say this, he nails it. He ultimately nails it. He is the closest we've got to Reeve energy, because he just gets it. This character matters. The writers know what to do with him. They're making him silly and goofy in the right ways. It's all working beautifully and doing some great stuff. Next to Christopher Reeve, Tyler Hoechlin is my favorite Superman. And that is great. So, I know what you're thinking. What does this stupid boy know about making a Superman film? How would you even go about that? Where do you go with this? How do you even find that path? I'm here to tell you, the path has already been laid out. There is a piece of entertainment that is currently out for your viewing pleasures that perfectly personifies how to tell a Superman story. That, of course, is Ted Lasso. I have also done reviews of Ted Lasso, so if you want to check those out, go ahead. But Ted Lasso is exactly the kind of energy you need for a Superman. And it's because no matter the problems he is facing personally, he comes through for everybody in the show. If his life is falling apart, he puts on a smile, he goes to help people, he encourages them, he wants them to be better versions of himself. And that is fantastic. And that is one of the most important things for Superman. He isn't going to punch the problem away. He wants to help you. If you are having a bad day, he's going to be there to cheer you up. That's a great template for this, which is why we're going to cut the chase a little bit here. When it comes to my director for the new Superman movie, I want it to be one of the directors of Ted Lasso. So I'm going to put up the list here of some of the most prominent directors on the show. I think any of them could find the right tone to do it, because they're all talented people who clearly know what they're doing to make a positive character look great in the right lighting. So I want any of these people to be my director for my Superman thing. I hope that is enough to sell you on the concept that Superman and Ted Lasso have a lot of similarities. Now, I always try to find, like I said, Batman had Chinatown. When I talked about The Flash, I was like, it should be like The Italian Job. When it comes to Superman, I just told you, it should be like Ted Lasso. But more than that, I want it to feel like a Silver Age film. I want it to be campy and silly and a little cliched, and everything's just a little dumb for some reason. I want it to be like that because I genuinely think Superman should be campy. It should just be vintage and retro and silly. Big robots that look mechanical and dumb. Just random crap thrown in there. Like, that's what it should look like. So, when it comes to my villain for my Superman story, I wanted to find somebody that could represent the balance between this is silly and dumb and we can tell a compelling story here. I did not choose Lex Luthor because I don't want to talk about a rich billionaire. They're in the real world and they suck ass. I wanted to find someone that's hardly in, the media for Superman these days. And that, of course, is Mr. Mixie Spitlick. That's right. For my Superman movie, for when we are Batmaning up Superman, my villain is going to be Mixie. And here is my premise for the Batmaning of a Superman film. It's in Metropolis. Superman has been active for, let's say, 2 to 3 years now. The world is starting to realize he's out to protect us. He is based in Metropolis, but if you have a problem in the world, you can call a Superman and he is going to help you. Whether you are a nation against America, whether you are in a nation for America, wherever you are in the world, Superman isn't discriminating. He is there to help you. But seeing as he is a fifth dimensional imp, Mixie is like, why is it this guy is doing so much good? This shouldn't be happening. How can somebody be this good at everything? Why does he do this? What is the point to this? It's insane. So my movie shows Mixie coming to our Earth and he's just like, dude, what's going on here? And he just kind of like starts throwing shit out there for Superman to deal with. He releases something, Superman has to go stop it. Here's a villain for you to fight. Let's go stop it. I know. I'll send you to space. Maybe you'll deal with something there. Boom. You deal with it there. Why are you so good in every single thing you do? I don't get it. And then it just leads to a great speech where Superman's just like, because I have to be. Because they need me to be this. And I like being this because it shows these people how we can heal, how we can grow as a society when I do these things. And Mixie's just like, dude, that is insane. Hats off to you, my guy. Like, you are doing some amazing stuff. That's it. That's all I want it to be. I don't want this to be like some brooding piece of Superman realizing I have to be this version of myself so they'll respect me. It's more like I'm just going to do this because it's the right thing to do. And if people can see that I'm doing the right thing, maybe they'll want to do the right thing. And this weird impish god creature is like, that's mad respect, bro. Like, I like it. Here's a big robot for you to fight. Stop that. I'm going to unleash a horde of dinosaurs through the city. How are you going to stop that? Like, I have all this power. I know. I'll turn you into a comic book character, and you can still solve this problem. Like, why are you... What? Why is this happening? Why are you the best at this? I don't get it. That's what I want. It's something you haven't seen in a Superman film before, leaning into the camp. Everything's always just like, it's Lex Luthor beating you down. It's General Zod beating you down. What about Mr. Mixie Spitlick? He just shows up. He's fascinated by this guy. It's like, this guy's doing so much good. I wonder if I can get him to not do good. I wonder if I can put him in a scenario where he is going to be in a situation where he has to kill. And he doesn't. Because he's Superman. He always finds a way to do the right thing the right way. And I think that is something really cool that we should see on film. So, that's my premise. I already told you who my directors should be. Let me pitch you my actor. Because I actually have two choices, because of course I do. If you can, get Tyler Hoechlin to do it. Because he's great at it. He's got the smile, he's got the jawline, he's perfect for it. Upgrade him. Upgrades. People upgrades. Put him in the movie. Well, I'm not saying that TV is a downgrade from you know what I mean. $100 million Superman movie. Put Tyler in there. If you don't get Tyler, if you completely want to start fresh, then here's my next choice. I wanted to find somebody who kind of had the same career trajectory as Robert Pattinson when we eventually do a World's Finest, because you have to do a World's Finest. So the way Pattinson kind of started off as like this teeny bopper going into these more experimental stuff that kind of became this cultural phenomenon, and now he's a superhero. I wanted to find an actor to do that with Superman, and my choice for my Superman, if we can't get Tyler to do it, is Alexander Ludwig. I know what you're thinking. This guy looks nothing like Superman. Make his hair longer, dye it black. There you go. He's got the right build, the right look, the right face, the right fun. Alexander Ludwig. We can turn him into the Man of Steel. I know we can. Trust me on that. We can do it. That's all I got. My steam has run out, but I could tell you more. If you want to hear more about me rambling about Superman, I do have an episode of The Geek Wave you can check out. If not, thank you guys so much for watching this rendition of the Batmaning of. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck. What's that? Wait, look up in the sky. Is that a bird? No, that's not a plane, is it? Superman. Sorry, I had to do it.